Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. Diego, thanks for doing this. Appreciate it. Appreciate the time. Congrats on the win. I asked Mikey this. He didn't really bite on it, so I'm curious what you think. There's only been one U.S. team in history that's made it past the quarterfinals, made a semifinal of an under-20 World Cup. You got another game to get there, but how much do you think that'll motivate the group, to accomplish that?
I think that's something that goes a long way. I think for us here, we're just focused on the day-by-day thing, and I think we're focused on our group and the players that are here, that are the staff that are here, and everybody, just the chemistry here. So I don't think we're thinking much beyond that, but just doing this, for our country and for ourselves, and just doing this step by step and game by game. So I think it's definitely motivation, and it's definitely we want to get to the final, of course, right? But I think we're taking it day by day and game by game, and knock on wood, that's been working for us, and we're just going to keep doing that and do what we do.
Thanks, Doug. Next up, let's go to Brian Sciaretta from American Soccer Now.
Thanks, Chris. Diego, congratulations. Mikey was saying how he thinks that over the course of this tournament, you guys are improving with your offensive efficiency. I know sometimes you need a lot of chances to score, but that's coming back. But he also thinks it's going to continue to improve. Do you feel like that? What is the mood on the team as one of the team's attackers? What do you think about the team's efficiency and finishing as this tournament is progressing? Do you think there's improvement? Do you think that you guys will continue to grow as a unit? And why do you think? Is that just something that comes with chemistry over time? I was just wondering what goes into it.
Yeah, no, I think you said it right. Right on the point. I think it comes with a lot of chemistry and guys getting their form and their feet under themselves. And I think it's just being comfortable in those situations. And of course, a lot of things kick into it. But I think chemistry is a big one. Knowing the players' runs and just knowing where people are going to be. But yeah, I think it's definitely going to increase, and I definitely think it's going to get better every game, and I think it has. And the play of the game and the finishing in the final third is something we do need to work on a little more. But I think we have no problem, and we'll do that with the amount of chances we create. We'll score enough goals.
Thanks, Brian. Next up, let's take Mike Watella from Soccer America.
Hi, Diego. You're a very fun player to watch because the way you handle the ball and how hard it is sometimes for players to get it from you, and your unpredictability. Where do you get that from? And did you have players that you admired that were like that it motivated you, or is it playing on your own?
Yeah,
such a skillful player.
I think it's a lot. I think my family's a soccer family. 2 brothers, 1 sister. Dad played, so I think it's just always being around the game since I was little. I was at the field from 4 p.m. till my training at 8:30. So just there with the ball, and I was there all day, and just having the ball at my feet and just roaming around the trainings and then hanging out. And I used to play a lot of futsal, so I got good with a lot of footwork and stuff like that back home. And yeah, just my family would always take me out to train, and we do a lot of ball work and just family fun things. So it wasn't like work me to the ground, but it was just the family doing stuff, and it's just something that I got lucky. And yeah.
Cool, thanks.
Thanks, Mike. Next, we'll go to Andrew Jones.
Thanks again, CK, on that. Diego, we certainly say it's a lot of skill, not a lot of luck with that, man. It's all skill with that, with you. I wanted to ask that celebration that Justin Chang, Josh Watt, and all you had. What were they doing, the Macarena dance or something else? What was your whole thoughts on that? As well as seeing a guy like Brandon Craig giving the deliveries that he gives from the back, and that one that Roke is scored, that had it right off the plane.
Yeah, let's start off with the dance. I think that's that's just showing how fun it is for us. I think that's just the chemistry we have, and the guys just love doing this. So I think it's just something that we have up our sleeve and just fun. I think it sums it all up, just having fun and doing what we love to do. And then Brandon, yeah, his delivery has been on point every single time. And I think he's going to continue with that because that's one of his strengths. And yeah, great delivery, back post, and Roke gets to throw himself in there. So it was a great goal, and yeah.
Thanks, Andrew. Next up, we'll go to Will Clark. If you have a question, go ahead to that bottom bar and raise your hand. Will, go ahead.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Diego, what an effort today. Congrats on the win. Thanks for your time, obviously. Your guys, you're playing with such confidence and just conviction right now. Can you talk through maybe the difference in preparation over the last few days for the knockout match versus how maybe you approached the group stage? And now as you shift your focus towards Sunday, how do you continue to stay focused on getting that next result?
I don't think there's been a change of mindset or a change of anything. I think we came in here with one main goal was to win, and I think every game and every training, like I said, we're taking it day by day. So I think it's more of not really changing anything, just making sure we're doing our job and getting 1-2% better every day, so we can keep improving that as a team on the chemistry side and individually. If everyone does their job and increases 1%, 2%, then the team's just gonna keep growing, and that's what we need.
Thanks, Will. Let's go back to Brian Scheretta from American Soccer Now.
Thanks for a second question, Chris. Diego, discuss what it's like integrating or reintegrating Kevin and Rokas into this team midway through a tournament. I know they've spent a lot of time with this team throughout the cycle, but there's obviously a little bit of tricks when you guys are midway through a tournament. Discuss what it's been like to have them join at this point and what they've brought to the team at this juncture halfway through.
Yeah, I think we all know each other, and I think we've all been in camps with each other, and we all have that chemistry already. So that was not a problem. I think the friendship and the bonds there off the field are there, and on the field I believe so too. So I think it's nothing about not a big change for us. It's just another brother coming into the team that we know the strengths and weaknesses of each player, just how we know every single player. So I think it's not really a big thing, but today Kevin, dribbling through guys, and that's what he does. Quick left-footed player, and then we got Rokas, who just is a great box-to-box guy. Throws himself into tackles, and he got the goal because he's putting himself in good positions and going for it. So I think it's good chemistry, and everybody gets everybody. So I think it wasn't that hard.
Thanks, Brian. Start wrapping up with Diego now and go back to Andrew Jones.
Diego, I want to just ask you the thoughts of playing for Mikey Varas, how he matches that winning mentality that you bring as a team, and how he's so detailed and has you guys so locked in with the pressing, with the ball winning, which he complimented your running and saying how that's an underrated attribute of yours. You just talk about playing under him and the whole winning mentality that he brings for you guys.
Yeah, I think it's a big part of what this team has and the success that we've had. I think we have the underdog mentality where we work our butt off, and I think pressing is a thing where we can score goals off and we can create chances. It's not only just to get the ball back or whatever. We want to score off our press. We want to get chances off our press, and I think that's something that we're doing well. We just need to finish in the final third and make these teams pay for that stuff. So I think it's a good mentality to have, and the team trusting one another when we press is a big thing with the chemistry that Mikey has put into us and we've put into each other. So I think it's all about just being ruthless and just going and going and going, and knowing that your brother is going to be right behind you.
Great. We'll wrap things up now and take our last question from Doug McIntyre. Doug, go ahead.
Thanks again, Christopher. Diego, I know you want to win obviously on Sunday, but you guys, like to a man, have talked about you want to win the whole thing, and that's normal obviously, but it feels like you guys really believe you can do it. And I'm curious, why do you believe you can win this tournament?
I think like I said before, I think we do it day by day, and I think it's game by game. So right now, everything's focused on Sunday, and I think it's all about recovery now, and the recovery and travel till we get to Sunday. And I think the group has put amazing performances out, not letting goals in and scoring goals, and I think that's how people win tournaments, right? You keep goals out and you score goals. So if we continue to do our job and increase that 1-2% every day, then I don't think there's a way of stopping us unless that team brings the best of the best. So I think we're on a good roll, and I think we're just going to keep going and of course do our best and see what that does for us.
Good luck, Diego.
Thank you.
Thanks, Doug. Thanks, everyone, for joining us this afternoon. Diego, thanks for the time.
No problem.